Let me ask you a question. The things you know about your target audience, are they based on assumptions or actual data? Because if they're based on assumptions, then you're treading on dangerous ground. That's why today we're going to be talking about 3 ways to research your target audience and your ID clients so that you have an accurate picture of who they are. And trust me, this is a prerequisite if you want to create content that targets them on social media. You should always be gathering data on your ID clients and your target audience, because as you discover new things, it can inspire new content ideas. And on top of that, it's part of your diligence as a business owner creating content for your business. And trust me, as a business owner, diligence is very important. Now, in God's kingdom, we know that our blessings are not proportionate to our performance. We do not work to be blessed. However, when we work with people and in our relationships in business, hard work, preparation, diligence matter. They are key ingredients for success. That's why in Proverbs 10:4 it says, "He who has a slack hand becomes poor, but the hand of the diligent makes rich." A slack hand, meaning if you're negligent, careless, inattentive, sloppy, that all leads to lack. But diligence, preparation, attentiveness when it comes to researching your target audience and your ID clients is going to yield to your benefit when coming up with content ideas and even coming up with better offers. Okay, now that we've got that down, here are the 3 ways in which you can research your audience. You've got primary research, and this is where you're gathering first-hand information, and that usually involves talking directly to your clients. You've got social media, and this is where you're looking and listening to see the comments that your people leave on social media. And of course, there's keyword research, understanding the search terms that your people, your audience use on search engines like Google and YouTube, and yes, even social media. Now, primary research is perhaps the best way that you should be gathering information about your ideal clients in particular. And one of the most excellent ways to gather primary research is in a discovery session. And people often overlook this. Now, these go by different names. Some people call it strategy sessions, clarity calls, introductory sessions, whatever you name it. This is actually an ideal way to go about collecting information that really works in terms of generating ideas that you can use for content that you put out on social media. Now, the problem is that most people go into these sessions in sales mode. And when they're in sales mode, they're thinking, okay, what do I need to say to persuade people to buy? But actually, when you think about it, selling goes much more smoothly when you listen to what people have to say and then respond thoughtfully. So, what I advise you to do is go into your discovery sessions with a couple questions already prepared beforehand. And these questions should be questions that are really designed to draw out what people are looking for, draw out what their needs are, what they are struggling with, or what they want to achieve. And with the responses to those questions, not only are you getting information that allows you to respond in a way that helps you sell, but you're also gathering a treasure trove of potential content ideas for social media. And that said, I actually have a list of ideal client questions that I've put together that covers 8 different areas in which you should be researching your audience. And I'm giving that away for free when you join my email list. Just look for the link in the description or in my bio, and you can have access to those list of questions, and they will be an excellent resource for you when you go into your discovery sessions. Now, apart from discovery sessions, another excellent way that you can be gathering primary research on your ID clients is in your actual engagement with your clients, particularly the ones who you consider to be the ideal. The interesting thing is this: the more we know as experts, the further away we get from remembering what it felt like to not know. That's called the curse of knowledge. That's why sometimes it's often so difficult to come up with content ideas, because our mind is working in expert mode. And often the things that we want to talk about is so complex that it goes over the heads of the people that we are trying to reach on social media. So it's actually a good idea for you to make a note of all those questions that arise as you are engaging with your clients. So whatever they ask, whatever they need clarity on, whatever things they're struggling with, whatever things that they want to know, document it, or spend some time reflecting on it after you've had a session and turn those things into content ideas later on. All right, so let's get into how we can research our audience on social media. One of the top ways we can research our audience is looking at the comments that they leave under posts. Now, I know that when people give this advice, you're often scratching your head because you don't get comments on your posts. Especially if you're new, you're not going to see a lot of people asking you questions or leaving comments on your posts that gives you any insight into what you should be posting later on. So what you can do if you're in that position is to go look at the popular people in your niche. Look at the comment section underneath their posts, and usually there are many questions that people are asking, many areas where they are confused. Go there and make a note of all the questions that are being asked and use those as potential content ideas. You can do this on Instagram, you can do this on TikTok, but I find that YouTube is an excellent place to go looking, and you tend to get more questions being asked on the popular YouTube videos that are relevant to your niche. And now, a second way you can research your audience on social media is Reddit. Reddit is a treasure trove of information. There are over 100,000 different communities on Reddit. So I'm sure you can go there and search to see if there is a community that's relevant to your business. What you simply do is go into the search bar and type in a word or a phrase that's related to your niche, your business, and then you should see a list of communities. Click into those communities, and often people are usually asking questions about things that they're struggling with, things that they're trying to get right, things that they don't know how to do. Grab those questions because I tell you, they make for very good content ideas. All right, and now the third and final way you can research your target audience is keyword research. And keywords are simply those words and phrases that your audience use as they are searching a particular topic that's related to your niche. And one of my favorite methods of using keyword research is using the people also ask box. Now, how that works is like this. You type in a seed keyword into the search bar, and a seed keyword is basically a general term or phrase that's related to your business. You type that into the search bar, and then you scroll down until you see that people also ask box. And in that box, you'll see a list of questions that people are asking related to the keyword that you would have entered above. And the cool thing is every time you click on a question, more questions appear. And so that gives you even more ideas that you can address in your social media content. Now, there are some instances where you don't see the box. And so what I advise you to do is to keep scrolling down that search results page until you get to the people also search for area. And in that area, you're going to see a list of related searches. And those related searches are also a list of potential content ideas that you can take advantage of. If you click on any of those search phrases, you can go down the search results page again and look for the Google also asks box. And again, go through the process of looking for those questions that are relevant to you, clicking on those questions and seeing what additional questions appear from people who are searching topics related to your niche. And finally, another way to do keyword research that gives you information on what your target audience is looking for is using YouTube Auto Suggest. Now, when you type in a seed keyword in the YouTube search bar, you will see a list of search terms that people use when they are searching for that particular keyword in YouTube. And you can grab all of those searches and turn them into content. Now, there are different search prompts that you can use to generate different search terms. So, for example, if you do public speaking, you can type in public speaking and then see what other searches people have been performing on YouTube. Or you can do how do underscore public speaking, and that should generate another list of searches that people perform. You can do how do I underscore and your keyword. You can try how do I avoid underscore and your keyword. You can also try what is the best underscore and your keyword, or what is the worst underscore and your keyword. Or you can even try why underscore and your keyword. Now, remember, you can use this with a bunch of different keywords related to your business. Think of all those topics that are related to your niche and try them one by one in YouTube Auto Suggest. And you can generate a very healthy list of search terms, which you can absolutely turn into content ideas for social media. I invite you to get my ebook, Nail Your Target Audience for Social Media. And this goes into numerous other ways that you can research your target audience and your ID clients. Actually, I give you a full list of 16 ways that you can research your audience. But not only does it do this, but I give you a detailed list of questions that you can ask. I break down for you what we mean by an ID client and all those things that an ID client profile should have. So this ebook is a comprehensive resource on you understanding what you need to know about your target audience so that it sets you up for creating better content for social media. Simply click the link in the description or go to the link in my bio, and if it's still available, you will be able to access that ebook for a cost of $7.